Whenever an element of legal or regulatory issues comes into play, they feel that it is not their domain, and they outsource it to a lawyer or an accountant. But many a times that has led to M&As getting flopped. CEOs completely insulate themselves, leaving everything to the lawyers or their in-house counsels, without, even sort of looking at the mandate, what the lawyers have with regard to that particular deal. I mean, whether they're doing due diligence or whether they are documenting a particular transaction, they completely ignore. So my agenda basically is to tell CEOs that, look, in order to succeed in an M&A deal, you not only need to make a business decision, but you also need to be very well informed with regard to at least paralegal issues, if not legal. Because today, that's the backbone of any transaction. Legal formalities are the backbone. Be it money laundering issues, anti-money laundering regime, be it cross-border investment regulatory issues, be it security laws, be it antitrust laws. Today, all these, sort of developing nations have come together to formulate forward-looking laws which are very shareholders and consumer-oriented. And all those legislations which are shareholders and consumer-oriented lead to strengthening the fiduciary duties of the CEOs.
What, in your opinion, do CEOs or entrepreneurs need to do to set the entrepreneurial agenda?
Well, yeah, that's a very good question you asked, actually. I mean, these CEOs who are heading public companies, they come with a perception that it's public money and sort of we're going to manage the public money. Fact of the matter is that whether it's public money or it is money of, in the case of private limited companies, money of some few promoters, you are custodian and trustee of that money, number one. Number two, you have to come out of that mindset that you are just an officer of the company. You have to take absolute responsibility with regard to the management of those funds. And number two, the CEOs many times distance themselves from many actions, saying that this is left to the board to decide. Now, board of directors over these years are becoming very symbolic, ceremonial. They are not involved in day-to-day affairs of the company. All the countries, they are initiating various measures whereby now they are bringing officers of the company, including CEOs, within the domain of liability. Because earlier the concept of companies was that only directors are responsible. But now so many cases in the United States of white-collared offenses or mismanagement, oppression, or dereliction of duty by the officers of the company who are behind bars. So therefore, the CEOs, first of all, mindset needs to be changed. They are at par with directors now. They are at par with the chairman. They are wholly responsible now for the activities of the company.